Hey guys, and welcome to tonight's racing action here at the circuit called Track of the Americas, actually called, if you want to abbreviate it, COTA, for 3.42 miles, 20 turns. And yes, we are here tonight. Guess how long we're racing for? An hour. That is right, an hour with GT4s, GT4s, LMP1s and 2s, and it should be very interesting. And yes, hello Sam Scott in the chat, already popping a comment into the chat at this early stage. It does appreciate it. We're just waiting for all the cars to spawn in, that's why it's just loading up a bit for me anyway to get in here today. We have 24 drivers racing around this circuit today, and it's round number 1 of the season, so this is the first round of the season, and it should be epic, everybody who's watching. If you are new to my channel, subscribe, click the notification bell, and let's go into it. So here we are then at the circuit. Just to tell you quickly before we get into qualifying, we have 6 GTEs, 6 LMP2s, 6 GT4s, and 6 LMP1s. Quickly, let's go for the drivers then for your 24 drivers this year. So we have Martin, LMP2, David B, LMP1, GTE Justin, Chad, GT4, Rob, LMP2, Vit, LMP1, Pontus, GTE, Patrick, GT4, Jesse, LMP2, LMP1, Marek, I would say that, Adrian, GTE, Stefan, GT4, LMP2 Mike, Patrick, LMP1, Gareth, GTE, Darren, GT4, Solvin, LMP2, Mark, LMP1, GTE, Andres, Tom, GT4, Mitchell, LMP2, Reddy, LMP1, Robert, GTE, and Sebastian, GT4. There has already been a car come across the line, which is a surprise for my liking, but there is apparently already been a car come across the line. I presume that was the car come across the line, or if there hasn't, then good old... Where's first on the road? I want to check this out. It's this car here, it's the Aston Martin GTE. Brilliant car this is, a lovely car, I've got to say. Out the last corner now, to the line, and green flags flutter as he's the first to start a flying lap around a Track of the Americas. Rather, it is COTA to be precise, as he breaks into corner 1, out he goes now, down the gears he goes, up the gears, now he comes again as we head on board for the S's here. They probably get about 5 laps of qualifying today, which is decent for this 15-minute session. We have after this Daytona, an hour, that's the road circuit. 20. We have Daytona 2 hours, then we have a 3 hours of IMSA, of the Indy, so that's Indianapolis road circuit. Then we have Watkins Glen, Watkins Glen. We have the Texas road circuit as well for an hour. Watkins Glen for 4 hours. Of course, these championships do. We then have up north. We have Willow Springs, an hour. Willow Springs, and we have 2 hours of Long Beach as well. So yeah, as we head off board now for the first car to start a lap here. This is pretty much your first car to cross line. It will be. There has an Adam P crop past him, but this is this was the first one who started the lap, so we're going to stick with him till the end of the lap. So much to watch in an hour today, but I think 2 laps will be what they get. 2 laps will be down with GT4s, and GTE will be 1 lap down by the end of the race. Here comes your Porsche to the line, and he puts in your Aston Martin, a 2 minutes dead. Which is decent. There's the first LMP2. There's another one and a GTE. A GT4, is he coming to like, no. This GTE is though, the Aston Martin looks brilliant, this one does, the green one does. Here. Goes second brilliantly. To the line then comes your first GT4, flying across, now he does, to the line. Puts a lap over 2 minutes 13. To the line then comes your third of the GT4s, goes second, not bad. Next of the GT4s is 4 cars. Not bad at all, puts himself up there. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So there are your GT4s. Let me have a look at... There, so everyone's done 1 lap. Let's have a look at your GT4s and see what cars we have in this championship for you for... Daytona. With 6 rounds this year. Oh. That's fun. What? I don't mind. Go on then if you want. So then, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to GT4s. So we're back then. We are, as he improves his lap there to second in GT4. So GT4 is BMW, Ford Mustang, Aston Martin, a Toyota, and a Ford Mustang. Here they say 2 Ford Mustangs, 2 BMWs, 1 Toyota and 1 Aston Martin. GTE, the 6 of them, the glorious 6 I call them. We have a Chevrolet Lovely, Aston Martin, Ferrari I would say that is. A Ford, sorry. Another Ford, which you've just literally seen, I can't really see it anymore, there he is. Another Chevrolet, lovely, and another Aston Martin. So 2 Aston Martins, 2 Fords, 2 Chevrolets, making your field there as your Aston Martin now turns in the corner, out he comes, and races his way now down into the S's, where your GTEs will be awesome. It will later see if there's any crashes into this corners and that, because I know there won't be, but hopefully there will be. In your LMP2s, it is the lovely looking number 816 who's leading, which of course, if you want to know, that is Rob Masson here, and they're actually on their 3rd flying laps, but their outlap classes are lap apparently around the circuit. Who would know that? But yeah, See now, powers his way around here. Blue flags, the white flags are fluttering, saying there's a quicker car behind, let him past. Or quicker car behind, just to tell you. That's kind of what that flag means, if you want to know. And it means wet weather as well. I didn't really know that, but I do now. There should be no rain in this race, hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't think LMP2s will really lap GTE much because they're quite the same speed-ish. But let's look at LMP1. It is leaded by 49Z, which of course is 5.1 seconds quicker than your GTE, which is amazing, that is, by Mark. Guys, I think that's Mark, I don't know, let me just check. Anyway guys, he's leading it by 0.03. So that is where we have in your fields. They're your top of your fields. GTE, it is led by Gareth in the Chevrolet, or Corvette, sorry, in the Corvette, sorry, I shouldn't say Chevrolet, in the Corvette. So 2 Corvettes in this one from, and then in GT4 it's the BMW of Patrick, who is the Irish lad who loves going to America, racing around the American circuits. I talked to him a couple of months ago, and he did say, I can't wait for the American series. Yes, that's right, he can't wait for the American series. Is there any GT4s who are on a lap at the moment who are going to stick on this lap? Here comes your GT4 then, the first one on the circuit. To the line, he will come to start his his last lap of the session. To the line, across it now he comes. Now, doesn't improve, but that is okay because he did a great lap that time. There. Let's check where your LMPs are. Your second in LMP1 here is only 0.035 down. Can he get a quicker lap here to go first? No, he cannot. No, he cannot. This is his flyer now. He just come out of the pits that time. Here he is then on his flying lap now. He is. Let's go on board for a second. He's up on the first sector. He's up on the second sector. This could mean P1 for your second position in that. Let's see what P1 does though as he breaks into the second to last corner now. He's coming into the pit zone, nowhere near what he thinks he can do there. I think he decides, I would want to just do a practice pit on that. But here comes your LMP1. Second position, then into the corner he goes. Out he goes now, racing away now he goes. Will this be P1 for him or not? By the way, just to tell you who it is who are concerned about quickly, it is Vit to the line. No, 0.2. That's not an improvement on his last sector. Let's have a look at the leader then as he comes out the pits now, as they're second, and it's over. Moret, so in LMP1 it's Marek from Vit, from David, from Reddy, then Mark, and then Patrick. Patrick M we'll call him, the British lad, Patrick. Want a good result in that one. In LMP2 it is Sylvain, Rob, Jesse, Martin, Mitchell and Mike. Then it is in GTE Gareth from Justin, from Robert, Adrian, Andres and Pontus. Patrick S in your GT4s is the one who is from Ireland, just to clarify. Stephen, Darren, Tom, Chad and Sebastian. Let's head on into the race then. I will be starting it, but I'm actually not going to start. I think we're doing a rolling start, I think, but I don't know. No, it's a standing start. Well, I never. A standing start for 24 hours. Yeah, the only one to do here, just to tell you. And we're green, and away they go into corner one. There go your LMPs, look at them, away they go, look very nicely. Here come your GTEs, lovely GTEs they are. And here, slowly but surely, come your GT4s. They are still significant to this race. Doesn't matter that they're really slow compared to others, but it matters nonetheless, it doesn't to me. They are still significant in a race. They are here as they head up to your LMPs. Look at them move. What a move from the second, from Mark, who was in fourth, and he's up to the leader of this race. But the leader of the session, who was leading, has got a bit of a tricky on his hand here, the second, because he needs to get back through to be back in the lead of this one. Just to tell you, Mark did not a jump start. We've been confirmed. It's been confirmed already. He did not jump start. There's your LMP1s. Let's look at LMP2s here as they make their glorious way around this circuit here today, where we have full grandstands, full everything right now for you. In this grandstand here, on the second section at the top, that's where my uncle is with his wife. That's where he's got a season ticket for that. There's some LMP2s, look, who are nowhere near the other LMP2s. They're quite. These two have a little gap to the rest of the LMPs. I don't know why, but they do. Then we're looking now at GTEs for you, as it's a different leader now. It's the Ford who... Let me just check on this, what car this is. Wait. Yeah, the Ford from the from the Corvette, from the Ford, from the Corvette, from the Aston, which is a nice sight to see. But the Aston Martins at the back of that will take time in this race to get back to where they need to be. They will. And hopefully they can do something here as the GT4s now head down the straight as well, but are 30 seconds behind the leaders. So the leaders are clawing away with this one. Here they are with the GT4s here. There's no real battle in GT4 except the battle for third position, which between the two Ford Mustangs has fizzled out. Pretty nicely there, fizzled out. Back up now with your GT LMP1s. Let's just check on that. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Any battle for the lead in this one? Or yes and no? Into the second to last corner now go LMP1s. Look at the race gap already. The gap from that to that is 11 seconds. It is brilliant. Jesus. GTEs are showing you what they can and can't do as we're on lap 3 now. Really, this is pretty much your start of the race. Getting your better of you, I would say, as your GTE second position there, locked on the leader as we head on board for just to check if the leader will literally get lapped, or I mean overtaken, just because knowing the leader he probably will. As a Chevrolet powers his way down the mighty straight here at the circuit here, their Chevrolet is a lot quicker. Here he is. Let's go back to GT4, who are now heading into this last couple of corners. There's no real battles except the Aston Martin's got through on the Ford Mustang 44, sorry, and the Aston Martin may mean business now. He might. Let's just check if he does. No, he doesn't. Let's go back to your leader, who is now into the third to last sweeping corner, which is unbelievable. He is now, and about to lap GT4s in a couple of laps. This is what you want to see at this circuit racing. If you want to see, just do a at GT3 hour race. Let me know. Here comes the second. He's got the leader right. He wants him to be. Oh, he doesn't get too close to the braking, but he looks like he could do. As your GT4s now head down that massive back straight. Now they start the back straight. The GT4s do. What a gap that leader's got in LMP1, in LMP2. It's bloody unbelievable. Third in LMP2. Looks like he wants to get through second. Can't do it into the corner. We'll have to fight again in a minute. No, I fucking hate this. I'm so sorry for party.